So hello and namaste to everyone. In my last video for arithmetic progression, we have discussed till example 10th of NCERT textbook, NCERT CBSE textbook. Today we are going to start with exercise 5.2 on page 105. So let's start with our first question. Exercise 5.2, page 105. Till now we have discussed about the arithmetic progression and concept of nth term of an AP and how you have to find the number of terms in an AP or how you have to find any nth term in an AP using this formula. I hope by this time you all have started remembering and understanding this formula. This is a very important formula from your examination point of view. So please just learn it and do not forget it for your exams. Okay? So let's start with our first question. First question, first part. What it is saying? Fill in the blanks in the following table given that A is the first term, D is the common difference and AN is the nth term of an AP. So let's see what we are given in our first question, first part, and what is being asked and how we have to find out that. So first is A is equals to 7, D is equals to 3, N is equals to 8, and what I need to find out is AN, right? So if I use this formula, value of N is what? Value of N is 8 for this case. So can I say A8 will be equals to A plus 8 minus 1 into D, right? So can I write it as A plus 7D, right? I can write it as A plus 7D. Now what? A8 is equals to A plus 7D. What is the value of A? A is 7 plus what is the value of D? 7 into 3, right? So it is 21 plus 7, that is equals to 28. So A8 is equals to nothing but 28, which is our answer. Let's move on to second part of this question. A is given to us as minus 18. D is not given to us. N is given to us as 10. And AN is given to us as 0. Okay? Now let's use the same formula. AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. What is the value of N here? This is important. The value of N here is 10. So if I put the value of N here, can I say A10 is equals to 0? Can I say this? See, the value of N is given as 10. I have put that value here, which clearly, because it is AN is equals to 0, value of N is 10. So A10 will also be equal to 0. So can I say A10 is equals to 0? Now what is A10 according to this equation? A10 will be A10 is equals to A plus 10 minus 1 into D. Right? So can I say A10 is equals to A plus 9D? Right? I can say this. A10 is equals to A plus 9D. What is the value of A10? From this I can clearly see the value of A10 is 0. What is the value of A? Minus 18. Minus 18 plus 9D, right? Because we don't know the value of D, and what we have to find out? We have to find out the value of D in this particular question. So can I say 9D is equals to 18? Taking this minus 18 to this side and changing the sign. So I get 9D is equals to 18, which gives me nothing but D is equals to 18 divided by 9, that is 2. So the common difference which is our answer. Let's move on to third part of this question. Value of A not given. B is equals to minus 3. N is equals to 18. AN is equals to minus 5. Again, see, N is equals to 18. So again, can I say A18 is equals to minus 5? Right? I can say N is what? 18, value of N is 18. So I'm putting the value of N here. I get A18 is equals to minus 5. And according to the formula which we have, that is AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. If I put the value of N as 18 here, I will get A18 is equals to A plus 18 minus 1 into D. Right? Can I say it as A plus 17D? So I'm going to use this here. A18 is nothing but equal to A plus 17D. So I can say A plus 17D is equals to minus 5. What is the value of D? The value of D is minus 3 in this case. And what I need to find out is A. So by using this equation, I can find out the value of A. So let's put D as minus 3 here. What is 17 into 3? 17 into 3 is minus 51. So A minus 51 is equals to minus 5. So A is equals to minus 5 plus 51, which gives me nothing but A as 46. So first term in this arithmetic progression is nothing but 46, and this is your answer for this case. Let's move on to the fourth part. Again, which equation we'll be using? Now, what we have to find out for this case? N, but we have A and D given to us. So, can we use these values and can we find out the value of N? Yes, we can. Let's see how we are going to do this. An is equals to 3.6. 3.6 is equals to minus 18.9 plus N minus 1 into D, which is nothing but 2.5. So 3.6 minus 18.9 plus 2.5 N minus 2.5, right? This and this will add up, right? So 18.9 plus 2.5. Why this and this will add up? Because this is also a negative sign and this is also a negative sign. So 9 and 5 is 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 and 21.4. So 3.6 is equals to minus 21.4 plus 2.5, and if I take this to this side, what will it give me? 3.6 plus 21.4 is equals to 2.5n. So 21.4 plus 3.6 is going to be what? 25. for your explanation. 25 is equals to 2.5n. Dividing this by this, 25 upon 2.5 is equals to n. 2.5, how shall 2.5 be written as? 2.5 is supposed to be written as 25 upon 25 by n, which is equals to n. This 10 will go here. So basically 250 upon 25 is equals to n, which is nothing but is equals to 10. So the value of n is 10 in this arithmetic progression. Let's move on to the last part of this question. Value of A is 3.5. Value of D is 0. Value of N is 105. And I have to find out AN. See, this is a very interesting question. Now, what are they asking you to find out? The value of N is what? 105. AN, we need to find out AN. So, I am going to put N here, right? I am going to put this value of N here. So, I need to find A 105 for this question. Now, the first thing which will be in our mind is, oh, I have to find out 105th term for this arithmetic progression. But there is a very interesting thing in this question, that common difference is equal to what? 0. So when common difference is equal to 0, then any term of that arithmetic progression is going to be equal to first term of arithmetic progression. How? We can see from this formula. AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. If the value of D is equal to 0, then this whole term will be equal to 0, right? Then clearly AN is going to be A only, right? So this is a very interesting concept of an arithmetic progression, and you should always remember this, that when the value of common difference is equal to 0, then any term of that arithmetic progression is going to be equal to its first term only. Now let's solve it for this question. It's up to you. You can use the formula or you can clearly write your answer as 3.5. AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. A105 will be equals to A plus 105 minus 1 into D. A105 is equals to A plus 104 D. Value of D is 0. Value of A is what? 3.5. So A105 will be equals to 3.5 plus 0, right? Because 104 into 0 is nothing but is equal to 0. So A105 will be equal to 3.5, and that is our answer. Okay. Now let's move on to the second question of this exercise. Question number second, first part. Choose the correct choice in the following and justify. First, 30th term of the AP 10, 7, 4 is. So what they are asking, there is an AP 10, 7 and 4, and what I need to find out is A 30, right? Because I need to find out 30th term, and AN is equals to nth term of an AP. So if I have to find out 30th term, then clearly I have to find out A30 to find the 30th term of AP. What is the first term of this AP? A is equals to 10. What is the common difference? Let's subtract this. Let's subtract first term from the second term, that is 8 to minus A1. What is A2? 7. What is A1? 10. 7 minus 10 is nothing but is equals to minus 3. So D is equals to what? Minus 3. Now we have A as 10, D as minus 3, and value of N is also given to us, which is 30. Right? This is what we have to find out. We have to find out A 30. So using your formula, again, AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. So you can clearly see why it is important to learn this formula. If we do not remember this formula in exam, we are not going to proceed with these kind of questions. This formula is very, very important for examination and not only for your board exams but also for other competitive exams. This formula is very, very important. So please, please, please do learn it. So A is equals to 10. Okay, sorry. N is equals to 30. Right? Because we have to find out what? 30 a term of AP. So A 30 is equals to A plus 30 minus 1 into D. So that gives me A 30 is equals to A plus 29 D. What's the value of A? 10. What is the value of D? Minus 3. So 29 into minus 3. What is 29 into minus 3? 29 into minus 3 is going to be minus 87. So A 30 is equals to 10. This is what? Minus 87. Right? This is plus, this is minus. So this is going to be equals to A 30 is going to be equal to minus 77. That means your answer is going to be option C. Option C is going to be your answer for this question. Let's move on to second part of second question. Of the AP minus 3 minus half and 2 is. Now what I have to find out in this case? I have to find out the 11th term of an arithmetic progression. So A is equal to what? Minus 3. D for this case will be A2 minus A1, which is minus half minus 3. So can I say it as minus half plus 3? Right? Which is going to be equal to nothing but 5 by 2, because I have to make the denominator same. This is 1 into 2 into 2. Right? So whole upon 2 minus 1 plus 6. That gives me common difference as 5 by 2. Right? So, A is nothing but minus 3. D is equals to what? 5 by 2. How we have find this out? A2 minus A1, which is minus half minus of minus 3. Okay? Now we have to find out the 11th term of this arithmetic progression. That means N is equals to 11 and we have to find out A11. Okay, AN is nth term of an AP. Which term we have to find out? 11th term of an AP. That is why N is equal to 11. From our formula, AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. A11 is equals to A plus 11 minus 1 into D. That is A plus 10D. Value of A is minus 3. Value of 10 into 5 by 2, which is 2. 5s are, that is minus 3. 25, which is equals to nothing but 22. And that is clearly your second option. So the answer for this case is B. Okay, so here we complete the second question of exercise 5.2.